Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I don't expect anybody to be on this live right now. So I'm actually just using this for recording purposes. Hi, everybody. I am Tammy R. Stevens. I am back today. I am on my channel on Facebook, Tammy R. Stevens, and my YouTube channel, Journey for Your Health, as I still am Tammy R. Stevens everywhere that I go. I have several channels and I am trying, well, not trying, I am walking into the social media space to start my new second part of my new entrepreneurial career. But today, what we're talking about is how to start your health journey today, lose weight, and become your best self. And I feel as though I am qualified to talk about this now because I've been working on myself for several years and I've accomplished a lot of the goals that I've set for myself. Discipline. You have to have discipline. First, nobody ever wants to talk about, not answering that today, not right now, not that one. The first thing that people really need to take in account when you are starting your health journey, your weight loss journey, or just becoming your best self is mind frame, discipline, goals, mind frame, and discipline. You have to get those all in perspective. How many times have you, me, when I say you, I mean like me, us, have we said that we were going to start a health regimen? We're going to start an exercise program. We're going to start losing weight. We're going to start eating right. We're going to start, only to fail ourselves over and over and over again. Well, you're not alone because that's what we do as humans. We want to do the right thing, but we do what's comfortable for ourselves. And what's comfortable for ourselves is what makes us feel good at the time. When we have to change our habits and when we have to change things about ourselves, it's uncomfortable. We don't want to do it. But I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of not accomplishing my goals. So I have a lot that I want to share with you. And I'm just going to actually document all of this information for myself because what I've noticed is all the things that I have documented in the past, it's helped me to get to where I'm at right now. Now with just the decisions or the decisions that I decided not to make has kept me stuck in a rut and keeping me running like I was on a hamster wheel, trying to accomplish something, always stopping, always forgetting, and never putting forth the effort to accomplish the goal that I really wanted. But 2024 has been a monumental year for me, you guys. I mean, and I say monumental because out of all the times and all the new year resolutions that I've decided to try to do something, I would always wind up failing. And if I decided that I failed at a goal, I would just like give up and just not do anything. However, for some reason, 2024 has been my turnaround year. I've used everything over those last years for 2024. This has actually been my time, and it's your time too. It's never too late. It is, wow, golly, you guys. It's 7 months into the year. Think about how do you want to finish this year out? How do you want to finish the year out? Do you want to start your goals and finish the year out victoriously? Or do you want to just say, forget it, I'll just try next year? You're going to have another whole 5 months of bullshitting yourself. You know what I'm saying? It comes a time when you have to stop lying to yourself. It came a time when I knew I had to stop lying to myself, because you can't fool yourself. And when you do try, and when you do fool yourself, you make yourself feel bad. You do not do yourself any honor. Honor yourself. And I'm not saying nobody is perfect. We are imperfect, perfect people. We are never going to get it right always the first time. We're never going to get it right all of the time, but we can do the best we can trying to get it right. And that's all I have said to myself. Just keep trying. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself before you actually start. Saying all that to say this, I feel victorious because not only have I lost weight, it's not always about the weight. I've gained health. I mean, I feel as though I've gained optimum health. Like my breathing. Let's start with that. Breathing, not just when I walk up a flight of stairs, but just overall walking from a parking lot to a shopping center. When you're walking, are you breathing hard? You can help to eliminate that by eating the right foods, giving yourself vitamins and minerals, exercising, moving more. It doesn't come like quickly. It's something you have to practice, self-discipline. I am pretty much, and I will say this about me, I'm a very disciplined person. If it's something I know I need to do, I will do it. I'm very responsible. I show up. I show up for everybody else and everything else other than myself. And this year, I decided to show up for myself every single time. I am very proud of the amount of time it's taken me to actually get to this mind frame. But it's so easy to lose it if you do not stay steadfast. If you don't stay steadfast, it's very easy to lose it. So, with all that being said, I love to show my my literature. I love books. I love reading, because that's how else do you get your information? From the internet, from reading. So, couple books, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to introduce 4 books. In my last lives, I talked about the lemon cleanse, the grape fast. I talked about another book, Eating Right for Your Blood Type. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And what was the other book? It was one more book that I talked about, but I'll remember that in a little bit. Prescription for Nutritional Healing. This book has been with me for many, many years. It's very important to go to the doctor, but it's so much more important for you to be your own doctor and to listen to your body and to take the clues that you need to start getting yourself in a better state of health. Now, I'm not saying that you're in bad health, but I'm pretty sure there is something that you want to improve in your life. For me, it was the weight, because the weight was dragging me down. The weight made me feel bad about myself at times. The weight can help you to feel inadequate, depressed, not sure of yourself, sick. You can always be getting sick. You can be having aches and pains. Those are all symptoms of being overweight. There are many of us that are not overweight anymore, but we still feel bad. We don't feel like we're at our most optimum health. But all that is nutrition, you guys. making sure you're getting the right nutrition. That goes for weight, that goes for just overall feeling. It goes for your mood too, having the proper nutrition, having the proper minerals, vitamins, phytonutrients. Sounds simple, but it is simple actually. It is. But how are we going to accomplish that? Self-discipline. Self-discipline, goals, and overall self-awareness. So, I started my weight gain at 244.4 pounds, January 29th, 2024. So January 1st, 2024, I set a goal. New Year's Day. Everybody has New Year's resolutions. I set a goal. I'm going to start getting healthy. I'm going to lose this weight. I did good for the first 5 days. I ate well. I was drinking water. I was walking. I was motivated. I was hyped to start this new life of mine, only for that 5th day to fall off. And I fell off it was one day I just started eating a bunch of snacks because this is what I do. I'll graze on bad food all day. Potato chips. I probably went to have, I remember. Hold on, I got it all written down. I went to breakfast. I had a big breakfast, had like pancakes and bacon. Then I had like orange juice. So I had a breakfast that had no fiber in it. So what happens when you have pancakes with syrup, bacon? I had some grits. I had gotten like one of those, what do you call them? All-star breakfast at the Waffle House. So it was waffles. It wasn't pancakes. Same thing. Follow that up with a big glass of orange juice, straight up sugar. So what happens after you eat breakfast? Between breakfast, if I ate breakfast at 8, between 8 to 10 or to 11, what happens? Your blood sugar level goes up, and then what does it do? Boom, it crashes. Your blood sugar level it crashed. And I start feeling shaky. And what do you do with that? You eat something else. It wasn't quite lunchtime, so I started eating potato chips. That right there is my weakness. I could never get one little small bag of chips and just eat that and be satisfied. I had to get the big bag of Frito-Lays because in my mind, big bag activity, big girl, I wanted to make sure I had enough potato chips so I can eat it throughout the day. And I will eat a whole bag of potato chips in a day if I do not catch myself. Big back activity. Get your big back up. Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna still say that's me. Even though I've lost weight, doesn't mean that I cannot revert back to where I was. Because you know what? It takes forever to lose weight, but it takes just a second to gain that weight right back. You'll gain that weight right back. No problem. So that day I had potato chips after the breakfast because my blood sugar level spiked up and came on down. No fiber, no fiber. Potato chips again, no fiber. I was not connecting the dots, even though I do know that you need fiber to make yourself feel satiated, if I'm saying that right, to feel satisfied. So you don't have to eat the wrong foods throughout the day. I probably had a big lunch. What would I usually eat? I always eat things like with rice. I went probably to the Chinese restaurant that I recall. I need to start writing this stuff down so I can speak fact. Chinese restaurant. Then for dinner, I know this for a fact, that 5th day, I went to a restaurant called Nigel's here in Charleston, South Carolina. Soul food. So I had Mashed potatoes, no fiber there. Pork chops, that's fried. And some vegetable, which is good. Good eating, good, wholesome, hearty, soul food, good eating. What happens about an hour, 2 hours after that? You want to eat something else. So then I felt like I needed something sweet. So, saying all that to say this, I started that pattern right back on the 5th day, from January 1st to January 5th. I did good between the 1st and the 4th, eating correctly, doing my fiber, walking in a great mind frame. On the 5th, I got this insatiable craving to have breakfast. And it all started with a carbohydrate-filled breakfast. Not good. Not good for me. I know better. So, how to start your health journey today, lose weight and become your best self. Showing up for yourself. Starting a promise to yourself. Out of everybody in the world to disappoint, why do we always want to disappoint ourselves? So, let's just say we're going to show up for ourselves. We're going to be our best selves. We're going to treat ourselves with the love and the kindness that we deserve. And the love and kindness that you deserve is perfect health. An imperfect person trying to get perfect health. Every day is going to be a challenge. Every day is going to be a battle, because it still is for me. However, I've been using the tools that I've learned to get myself in a better place. Start with finding some literature, finding a book that you can grab and that you can write in and that you can bookmark. This book right here was introduced to me by a young lady on TikTok. We call her Mama Trey, and she's on TikTok I think she's on there daily. So if you have TikTok, go on there and look for a young, well, she's not young, she's not old, but a lady named Mama Trey. She talks about this, and this is all she talks about: how eating right for your blood type actually helps you to balance yourself, like your hormones, your habits, and easing your body, because a lot of us have diseases, which is nothing more than your body not at ease, and it is reacting as a symptom, as sickness, because you're not treating your body right. But there are certain foods that help us to not feel well. This book will help you, whether you know what blood type you are or not. There is a way that you can find out. You don't actually have to go to the doctor to get a blood test. Or you can call your doctor and ask, what is my blood type? And I'm going to tell you why you should know what your blood type, how you should know your blood type. Your doctor. When you go to the doctor and you say you get checked out, they take your blood and they do blood tests. Am I right? Correct. So whenever, and a lot of people don't do this, when you go to the doctor, you ask your doctor for your report. They'll call and they'll let you know, oh, you have high blood pressure, watch your LDL cholesterol, or your bun is at a low interval. Ask them, can you print out the report and give it to me? My last one, I went to LabCorp and I got tested. And I did this prior to my weight loss, because I got serious about my weight loss. I went to the doctor. I got a lab work done because I wanted to see where I was as opposed to where I'm going with my health. This is of no extra cost to you when you go to the doctor. If you're going to your primary physician, you let them know, can you print out my blood test? Can you print out my physical and give it to you? You should always have this. Every time I go to the doctor, I make sure I have a copy of my lab work, because you need to understand that. And if you don't understand what something is, you stand there and you ask that doctor or that nurse to walk you through it. But easier than anything, you can go online now and it will teach you how to read your lab work. My last lab work was like my hemoglobin was low. This is your blood platelets, your red blood cells, your white blood cells, if you know those type of things. Knowing where you're low, knowing where you're high, knowing where you should be taking or paying close attention to. So I did pretty good. My glucose was high. My glucose was like 121, and the reference interval should be between 70 and 99. I was pretty high. My albumin was low. It was a 3.7. I should be between the reference interval should be 3.8, between 3.8 and 4.9. I was a 3.7. My LDL cholesterol was high. I was at 107. My reference interval should be between 0 and 99. So I was 107. Things like that. It'll let you know where your thyroid count is. It'll let you know where your kidney count is. And that's important. Where's that bun? That's very important to know what your kidney levels are. Because for me and my family had a history of high blood pressure. It's because of the way we ate. It's because of the food we ate. It wasn't anything like we were just unhealthy. We weren't educated. My father had contracted diabetes. I am 56 years old now. My father contracted diabetes in his 50s. So I have to totally be careful. And that's why I'm so serious about this. I'm even making a whole channel about it because I'm going to be talking about this stuff because it keeps me on track. I have joined a few Facebook groups so that way I have like-minded people that like to talk about the things that I like to talk about. I like to talk about how I can better myself as far as my health, exercising, the correct foods, supplements, what books should I read, what exercise should I do. I haven't done any real harsh exercises. I've been doing a lot of yoga, stretches. I've been doing some, some cardio, light cardio. I have not started lifting weights, which I need to probably start because now that I've lost the weight, I need to gain muscle. And oh my God, I'm dreading that. I don't want to lift weights. I rather do like push-ups and pull-ups and calisthenics. I don't really like using equipment for some reason. I just don't. But yeah, when you go to the doctor, ask your doctor for your report. I don't know. It's probably really bright. You can't see that. Can you see that? I can't see that. Ask them for your report. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for those tests. You're paying that doctor. That doctor works for you. Okay? So what's the other book? I have another book that I refer to all the time, The Detox Miracle Source Book. This book, I've had this for I don't know how long. Long time, y'all. Long time. Love me some books. And this one here, this is a newer book. I love it. The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. You guys have probably seen this on TikTok. I didn't buy this off of TikTok. I actually bought this book before people on TikTok were selling it. Because this lady, her name is Nicole Aplian, PhD, and Claude Davis. These two people, they talk about the wonderful healing power of herbs. They show you the herbs. They talk about the herbs. They let you know what these herbs are good for. If it's good for your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your blood, your lymphatic system. They let you know how you should use these herbs. They let you know what intervals you should be using these. I take account of all of this stuff, you guys. I love love my health journey that I've gone through right now. I actually just love herbs. Herbs make me happy. And it's because God has given us these doggone herbs to help us to be healthy, to be healthy, to be healthy, to be whole. And we have just gotten away from that as far as being like the Western. I'm so excited. Let me stop. We have gotten away from that, not doing things naturally, going to the grocery store. My biggest challenge now when I go to the grocery store is to buy foods with less than 5 ingredients. And if it's an ingredient I can't read, I do my best to not eat that stuff. It's hard because think about it, everything in the grocery store is packaged, canned, frozen. Even though things are frozen doesn't mean it has a lot of chemicals in it, because like you can get string beans or broccoli frozen and it's just string beans and broccoli. It has no chemicals in it whatsoever. But eating foods without chemicals, and I'll talk about, I'm going to break all of that down eventually, but not today. But things like, what's that? What's somebody's doggone car? Can you guys hear that? Breaking things down like, what can I think? Monosodium glutamate, things like that. Monosodium glutamate, which is nothing more than freaking chemicals. It is an additive to make a food taste good, but it is not a nutritional chemical. It's nothing. It does nothing for your body. It gives you no nutrients, no vitamins, no phytonutrients, nothing. No minerals. And you guys really think about this. Most of the things in the grocery store doesn't have any mineral content at all. And that's exactly what our body needs. We need minerals to function. And that's a big part of a lot of our deficiencies is minerals. So, like I said, January 5th, I fell all the way off. And I said, okay, let me get it back together. I start exercising again. I start eating more salads and fruits and sauteing vegetables and getting right back, but I kept falling off. So it was a big yo-yo thing. And I just saw the same pattern that I had been practicing over the years. And I told myself, no, not no more. I got to do something. Then I heard about semaglutide. I heard about semaglutide, you guys. So, with all that being said, I decided by any means necessary to get myself on semaglutide. So, I'm not going to say like I didn't have any help. It's okay to get some help. I got semaglutide weight loss injections. That's what actually helped me. Let me tell you what the semaglutide injections helped me with. It helped me to become consistent at not eating the junk food that I was eating. It helped me to make decisions to not go to breakfast and eat pancakes, bacon and sausage and bread and sugar grits, things that did not have any nutrients or fiber, first of all. That's what semaglutide has helped me with. It helped to regulate my hormones. I saw a big change in about 3 months. The first 3 months, as I was taking those shots, I was livid because I didn't feel nothing and I didn't think I was losing weight. Semaglutide is going to help get you together as far as hormonal. It's going to help to repair everything that's wrong with you first before the weight starts coming off. So a lot of people, like I said, they start and they're like, I'm not losing weight. And I was mad because I was spending a lot of money and I wasn't losing any weight. It almost felt as though I was eating more. I literally called the doctor's office where I was getting my injections like about 5 o'clock in the evening, because in the evening that's really hard for me. That's when I really want to eat the most. I called about 5 o'clock and I'm just like, excuse me, when is this medication going to work? Because I'm hungry. I was sitting outside the grocery store because I knew I was going to go in there and start putting things in my basket that I know I didn't need. I'm not a real big sweet person, but I am a person that loves starches, carbohydrates, potatoes, rice, and just eating tortillas. Um, I I eat certain meats. I don't eat a lot of meat, but I was just like, it's got to be a change. Something has to change. So I'm calling, and the lady's just like, okay, so let's go through this. She was talking to me. It's almost like she was talking me off the edge because I was about to go into that grocery store and do some damage. I was about to go and buy a bunch of food because all I kept thinking about is I want to eat something that makes me feel satisfied, to satiate me. You know what I mean? And I just didn't want to do that. First of all, the first motivation was I'm spending all this money for this medication. Them injections are not cheap. But I said by all means necessary, I was going to make this happen. So I started paying for those injections. So I felt as though, yes, I'm going to call my doctor that I am actually in this program at 5 o'clock. I don't care if I'm disturbing her at 5 o'clock in the evening. She's probably done with her workday. But right now, this is a mental emergency. I was going to say a medical emergency. This is a mental emergency, and I need somebody to talk to me. That's why it's really good to join groups or find yourself a partner, a weight loss partner, somebody that you can call and be like, girl, guy, friend, I'm so hungry. I am about to go and eat Mexican food. And knowing you shouldn't be eating no Mexican food. Not all Mexican food, but you want to change your habits. So you want to get away from the fried foods. You want to get away from the carbs. You want to get away from all the foods that do not have fiber and that does not have any nutrition, so that you can allow your body to relax so it can start losing weight. So you need a support system. Find yourself a support system. Get on Facebook. Join a group. Read through that stuff. That stuff helps you to think. Buy books. Teach yourself how to lose weight. Buy books that show you how different supplements and different methods and different alternative plant medicines can help you to lose weight. This is a miracle source, a detox miracle source book. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to detox like abstaining from all foods. There are certain things that will help you to detox while you're still eating food. Like you can just go you can do a fruit fast, or you could do a fast. If you just want to eat steak, it'll show you how to eat the steak, when to eat the steak, and what supplements you need when you're eating just that steak. If you're like the one of the people who can't give up meat, me, I'm not really a meat person. I do better with fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. And that's what they really suggest that we should be eating as humans: fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. We're really not carnivores. But since we were all raised on meat, we need to just go ahead and eat some meat, but put more fiber, fruits, and vegetables in your diet. To continue back to what I was saying about the beginning of the year, day 5, that's when I got really bad. And ever since then, I was teeter-tottering. I was going back and forth. I was doing well. I had some good days. I had some bad days. I had some terrible days. But as I was looking online, like I do, reading about weight loss, what can I do? Finding some different methods, talking in groups. I was talking in one of my weight loss groups, and someone was talking about the GLP-1 medication, which is uh, a type of semaglutide. And I know, and everybody knows semaglutide or Ozempic or trizipatide or Wegovy as a diabetic weight loss medication. Well, it made sense to me because my doctor that I didn't mention to you a few seconds ago that took my medications always told me, Tammy, you need to watch yourself. You need to eat a lot better. Knowing they never tell you how to eat better. They just tell you you need to watch your weight. You need to eat better because you could become a type 2 diabetic. When they said that, that's when I was like really going hard trying to find myself an alternative way to get healthy, but still try to eat. You see what I'm saying? With the semaglutide weight loss program, you still eat, but something about that GLP-1 semaglutide medication helps you to get the message that when you're eating, when you're full, to stop. I never had that. I don't know. It was broken. My little indicator was broken. Whenever I ate a bag of chips or anything, I would just be eating. Even though I was full, I was still eating because food tastes so good, right? Because of everything that they put in it. Food helps you to feel better about yourself at the moment. So I would always have eater's remorse after eating so much food because I knew I made a pig of myself. I was doing big back activity. Big back activity. Couldn't I couldn't stop myself, y'all. So I got the help with the GLP-1 medication. There are so many programs out here now that when I started paying for the medication, I paid a pretty penny. I paid about no, not about. I paid like $529 a month for several months. I'm on a program now where I'm only paying $299 a month for my medication, regardless if I have to go one or two vials. But I'm at a point in my weight loss where I don't need, like, I do my injections once a week, but I don't need as much of the medication as I did before. I have become very balanced. When I'm full, I get the message in my head and then I stop eating. I intermittent fast, meaning I eat between a certain amount of hours, maybe between 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock, or sometimes I shorten that window. I may eat between 3 and 6 o'clock, depending on how I feel that day, if I don't feel very hungry. But I will tell you this, you'll start noticing when you eat certain foods, you feel better. When you eat certain foods, you feel more satiated. You feel more satisfied. When you eat certain foods, you're getting the phytonutrients, the vitamins, and all of that stuff where it satisfies your body, where you're not grazing and trying to find snacks all day. That's what I like about the medication. I am on, so like I said, that was January. All of January, I struggled. And then that January 25th, I actually called the Charleston Pain Clinic here in Charleston, and I asked them about their weight loss program, and I found them on Facebook. I went in. No, I had a phone consultation. I went to LabCorp. They scheduled me to go to LabCorp to do a physical and blood work, just to be sure that I wasn't in danger or anything. You know, they're going to check you out. If you're a risky person, if you're like got some health issues going on, they will refer you to your doctor before you actually start a program. So even with any semaglutide program, you need to have a medical consultation just so you can know exactly where you are. And when and if you decide to do that, make sure you get your paperwork. Ask them for a copy of your paperwork. Can you print that out for me, please? And don't leave until you get it. I mean, you know, you're going to take the blood test, you're going to leave, but when they give you your results, you go back in and you get that printout. They can send it to you email too, and then you can just print it out. And that's exactly what you should be doing. So that was January 25th. I called to get myself set up for the program, the consultation. Then I went in and I started my first injection. And I've been documenting my weight ever since. So my very first injection was, it was January 25th. So I guess I did it a little earlier, a few days before. So maybe like the 23rd, because it was just a couple days that I actually called them. And then I went in. My first injection, I started at 0.25 milligrams. I started at 244.4 pounds for my weight loss. My BMI, my body measure index was 38.3. Now, you know, they consider you obese if your BMI is over 25, something like that. Hold on, I got it here. Girl, I'm telling you, I'm into my doggone weight loss. I'm into it. I can't. I cannot afford not to be concerned with my health anymore. I'm 56 years old. It ain't going to get no better. What happens when you're older? You get older. You get more immobile. I'm running away from that way. I'm going back this way. I'm getting healthy. I'm moving. I'm exercising. I'm looking at what I eat. Wait, that's the camera. I need screenshot. I just want to share something with you. Screenshot. Boom. Here we go. What happened to that thing? Because it talked about the BMI, the body measure index. Anyway, they consider you obese. What do they consider? Your BMI. What should my BMI be? That's what I'm going to ask. My BMI. A good BMI. Okay, great. Here we go. Okay. So, to have a good BMI, a healthy body mass index for young and middle-aged adult is between 18.5 and 24.9. Well, that's actually doesn't matter what your age is, but you're considered overweight if your body mass index is 25 to 29. That means you're overweight. 25 to 29.9 is overweight. 30 or higher is obese. 30 to 39.9 is obesity. You're not just obese, you obesity. I was obesity. I wasn't obese. I was obesity. According to Google, 40 or over is severe obesity. And that, I'm laughing, but that's when we need to really make sure that we do something about ourselves. We all know that weight loss comes with a lot of problems, serious problems. I'm laughing and things like that, but I find humor in everything because what are you going to do? You're going to ball up and cry? What are you going to do? You're going to know you're going to face that problem, face that mountain, and you're going to go ahead. So I was 38.3. That was my BMI, which means I was in the obesity realm. I don't know exactly what my BMI is now. I have not measured that, but I know today, as we speak, I am 201 pounds, and I've lost, because I was 200 yesterday. I don't know where the 1 pound came from. Yes, because I ate pretty good yesterday. But yeah, 201. And I always weigh myself. When I do weigh myself, I weigh myself in the morning after I go to the bathroom. You know, you wake up, first thing you do, at least most people, we wake up and we release fluids. So you go to the bathroom, you pee, and then you step on the scale. That's the best way to weigh yourself. And that's what I did. So 201 today. So when I started how long have I been on here? Ooh, 46 minutes. That's okay. I'm going to divide this up into like a few videos and put it on my channel. So when I did my first shot for that week, I started a journal. I found myself a nice journal. I went to Five Below and I bought a journal. It's just a regular journal. I don't even pay attention to what's in there, and they have a bunch of different things you can write. I'm grateful for focus, exercise. I'm excited about affirmation and things like that. I started some of that stuff, but this is how it ended up. This is how it ends up. Let me show you. I just write all over it. But it's a good practice to do that. I don't know if you can see all that stuff, all that writing. It's good practice to write out how you feel that day, what you eat, what you're eating, what you crave, what you shouldn't eat. Give yourself your wins. Say, oh my God, I wanted to go eat Mexican food today, but I didn't. That's a win. All that stuff helps your psyche to help you to go forward with your weight loss plan. This is how we get healthy. This is how we start. You start with talking to yourself about your goals. You start by giving yourself a chance to be happy. You start by eating mindfully, not just eating. Don't just go to the drive-through. Think about, what do I want to eat? I want to eat something nutritious. I want to eat something that's going to help me, but I want to eat something that's going to help me stay full. You start by exercising regularly. You don't have to start getting out there and lifting weights and jumping all around. Start by doing a walk. You start by getting enough sleep. That's something we don't do. I know that we like to look at our phones and things online before we go to bed, but learn to give yourself a designated time to look at your phone. Turn that phone off and go to sleep and get yourself an adequate amount of sleep, because your body needs that time to repair itself and to digest all of that BS that you've eaten over the course of the day. So it needs rest. And then practice self-care. Use technology like what I'm doing. I'm online. I'm talking to people in groups. I use apps like training apps, tracking apps. Like I use MyFitnessPal. I don't use it quite as much as I should, but it helps me to document things. Write, journal. The most important part there too is self-care, you guys. My name is Tammy Renee Stevens. I have a channel on YouTube called Journey for Your Health. It's not quite what I want it to be, but I'm working on it. But I have to start somewhere. Just like you have to start somewhere too with your health journey and with your weight loss and whatever it is you need to do to become your best self. I hope that something I said helped you. I hope that you guys tune back in and I will be seeing you guys a little later. Know that I love you. Know that I care. I truly care about you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.